This is Sparta! 300.
Geodubs.
You're watching CBTV.
We are back with CBTV and the Bodyplex review. That was quite some trailer. We did a review of 300 last season, Steve. I don't know if any of those scenes were familiar to you, but they were kind of transformed a little bit by those Warner Bros Geodubs.
A whole new experience.
What's going on there? I mean, what's going on? This is Sparta.
It's Sparta.
It's Sparta. I mean, you could be anywhere, Steve. You could be anywhere in the continental U.S. and here. You hear outside that? You hear outside that? That's pretty cool. Welcome back to the CBTV The Bodyplex review presented by CBI, Max Express Designs and Parent Co. CBI is Company Businesses, Inc. Your company is our business. I am your host, Bodyplex, and over on the satellite feed, I have the absolute pleasure to be joined by the tremendous computer, Steve. How's it hanging? How you doing? How's it feeling, Stevie?
Feeling fresh.
Feeling fresh.
Feeling good to be back. Loving all this new content.
Yeah, we got all sorts of new stuff. We have a cool episode of the MTV hit funny video show, Ridiculousness. We have season 5, episode 15, I think. I might have that wrong. I don't know, it's just hard to remember all the episodes. But we went through them all, and we picked this one out because Chanel West Coast, she gets a cool new nickname, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. So, let's just break it down real quick. This episode features supermodel Chanel Iman, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, a big deal. And I don't know if you could tell, Steve, but it seemed like Rob was a little bit giddy about it.
Yeah. He was a little bonkers. Lots of leggy talk.
She's a Victoria's Secret angel and a straight up
Supermodel. Okay, Chanel, what is it like being a Victoria's Secret angel?
Shenipple.
Where did you guys find that? All the kids at school had printed out the picture of my nipple.
Oh, man.
My nipple came out.
Talking about people's chests, talking about their nipples. Alright, like I said, I love this episode because we got this little gag here where Rob's talking about, he's got two Chanels on set. That's a little confusing.
What Chanel?
So they run into a bit of a thing
The
here
one and
where
only Chanel Iman.
he says Chanel West Coast, one of the hosts here, her name is Chanel West Coast, and then the guest is Chanel Iman.
Chanel Iman.
And they're getting a bit confused there, so Rob says, I'll call you Chanel.
You're Chanel.
Speaking to Chanel Iman, and then he
Iman.
says to his co-host, Chanel West Coast, he says, I'll call you Sea Dog.
You're Sea Dog.
It's pretty lackluster.
Playing the goofball. Kind of a, once you watch like 400 or 500 of these episodes, you start to realize, Rob, he's a bit of a goof. And he's got these other co-hosts who keep him in line.
I think at this point, by this episode, I really started coming around Steelo.
On the control panel, it seems like he's actually controlling the videos, going reversing and kind of doing what I'm doing here.
You're gonna kill somebody. You gotta get rid of the footage.
It's really neat.
Yeah, a little bit creepy in this episode.
I break out my titties.
But we got Rob flirting with Chanel Iman. He's always talking about her chest or legs, and he even says he kind of alludes to him being a stalker. Not that big of a stalker, or says something along those lines.
I'm a full-fledged stalker.
And really sets the tone for the episode.
Chanel Iman handles it pretty well.
I mean, you're on TV, you're getting called Shenipple. Alright, so let's quit talking about creepy Rob and let's start talking about rating Rob. We gotta break down our new video rating system. It's a 5-point bullet system, just like our audio system. Possible high score of 10, possible low score of 0, 0 out of 2 rated for each bullet point. Our bullet points today are title, video, cast of the video, plot or theme of video, the soundtrack of the video, and the FX, the graphics of the video. So let's go ahead and start it off. I'm gonna get on with the title, Ridiculousness. I thought that this was very fitting And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 2. Just say, you know, because I felt ridiculous watching it.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think it perfectly sums up what it is. You know, it's ridiculous things happening. People falling, slipping, getting punched and kicked. You know, it is ridiculous. Sadly.
Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's get to the cast. The cast. And I'm gonna give this a 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 1 as well. I feel like Rob doesn't really doesn't work well as like necessarily a ringleader. Not sure he even has a script.
Rob riffing up there. Riffing Rob. I'm gonna give that a 1. You're giving that a 1. Let's go ahead and move on to the theme of the show, which is pranks, it's gags, it's funny videos. But I feel like there could have been more gags, and I'm always one who wants a little bit more. Once you give me a taste, you give me an inch, I'm a big farmer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying.
It'd be a geodub.
I'm gonna give it a 1. How'd you feel about that, Steve?
I'm gonna give it a 1. I think it's a good format for a show. I feel like Rob could be doing this, so by the time he's 80, you never know.
So that's 1s across the board. We're gonna move on to the soundtrack, which we got some rock and roll rock stuff. This is hey 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 ho hey ho punk rock. Some had some skater stuff. I felt like it was a little lacking. I felt like I've heard it before. Hey Rob, I heard it before, right? Gonna give it a 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 1 too. You know, it sounds like maybe Peter Gallagher did 7 days at a punk show.
Let's go ahead and move on to the FX, the graphics for the show. And I was pleasantly surprised. I actually like the cool, glitchy, pretty cool stuff, and I can respect it. And I'm gonna give this a 1.
Yeah, I don't really think anything was too exciting. I mean, it was well done, you know, and it served its purpose. But I'm gonna give it a 1 just for not really being too stand out in any one way.
I hear you on that. I do have a precious res for this episode, which is this infamous, elusive Rob Rib. If you check out here at the end of the show, when he signs off, we get this gentle touch of Rob's rubbing his rib. You see that? You say, I wish I was his rib right now. Getting a little pat, getting a little rub. And my stinker for the episode was this creepy Rob. And I feel like he had some stuff to say that he could have just kept to himself. That's just one person's opinion. I don't know how you feel about that, Steve.
Yeah, my stinker for it was just 50% of the videos kind of had a grainy quality. It looks like, you know, it's been downloaded maybe 25 times already. Yeah.
So, if I'm doing my math correctly, it sounds like I got a 6 over here. What you got over there on your end, Steve?
Got a 6 as well.
So we've got 6. Means 6. That I don't have to do the math there. It's loud and clear. Episode 15, season 5 of Ridiculousness. The official unbiased CBI approved rating for that is a 6. But without further ado, we have comedy legend Eugeno on the set. Live entertainment tonight is brought to you by Warner Bros all-new Geodubs system. Sign up for WB Now Go Plus and upgrade to the Infinite Data Plan to watch all your favorite films with all-new Warner Bros Geodubs AI-generated dubs to match the common dialect of your automatically pinpointed GPS location. GPS is tracked on sign up for WB Now Go Plus. That's WB Now Go Plus. Please contact your local service provider for more info. Thanks to WB Warner Bros Geodubs. Loved that 300 trailer. Loved reviewing that last year. We might even review this new one with the Geodubs.
Fun stuff.
But without further ado, we have comedy legend Eugeno.
Live on CBTV. Put your hands together for the one and only Eugeno.
Thank you so much for having me. So happy to be here. I was on my way to the studio today and my car ran out of gas. Yeah, can you believe it? I had to walk 5 miles to get to a gas station, but on the way there I saw this beautiful borzoi dog. Have you seen these long dogs? You know what I'm talking about. Borzoi. Now that's a long hound, isn't it? When I see a borzoi I feel like I'm watching a limousine come out of an alleyway. It's like, how is this car not ending? Afghan hound, now that's another lengthy mutt. An Afghan hound, you don't know if you're on a dog walk or the catwalk. Now I have an announcement to make. I'm officially opening a new bar/club in downtown Los Angeles. But it's turning out to be an extremely expensive venture. So in an effort to save money on the signage, we've chosen to name the establishment In Trance. I've been watching these Star Wars movies, but they're putting me right to sleep. Have you heard of this stuff? More like Return of the Shut-Eye, The Force Awakens? You might need to force me to awaken, if you know what I mean. That's all the time that I have, thank you so much. I've been Eugeno. Thank you so much for having me.
Graced with the presence of a comedy great tonight, Eugeno. How's it going?
Just performing stand-up comedy regularly.
Well, that's great to hear. I know Steve had a question he wanted to ask you. He's been sitting on it all night.
Where'd you get them shoes?
I put these together myself. They don't call me Eugeno for nothing.
Steve, he set him right up for that. What is he paying under the table? You trying to get this guy off us, Eugeno?
I'd do it for free.
Hey, I tell you what, Eugeno, that's the work of a mastermind. That's master his craft. Being in front of a comedy legend as yourself, we're honored. We're thrilled to have you. Thanks so much for joining us and giving us a little bit of that legendary crowd work that you've been known for throughout the years. Anytime you want to come back, Eugeno, please come on right on back. Thanks again for your brilliant performance. So that's it for our show. Thanks to Computer Steve for joining us. Thanks to CBI for making this happen and for everything they do. And most of all, thanks to you for the company. I'm Bodyplex. Steve, come back and see us.
Always.
We have dedicated a category to it. Now pause it right there. See some of this action. Either you ever been on the pool?
Yeah.
Either you been on it in a skirt?